Welcome to Trini Ting, where we sit down with the visionaries and voices who shape the spirit of Trinidad and Tobago. Through a three-part interview, we chat with none other than Terrance BJ Marcelle, an arranger with a track record that reads like steel pan royalty. 7 wins with Arima Golden Symphony, 5 with Arima All-Stars, and now in 2025, his first large band win with Republic Bank Exodus. In part 1 of our interview, we get to know the man behind the music and his journey into pan. He shares the thrill of his recent Panorama victory and reflects on how it stacks up against the other wins. It's a warm, insightful start to a conversation with one of Pan's most versatile arrangers. BJ, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
We want to start with some standard questions, pretty much trying to establish the person BJ, So, could you tell us where you grew up and which primary school you attended?
I grew up in Lambert. I did primary school. I attended Brighton EC School.
Something more, I guess, a little more personal. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
It's a night man.
I figure so.
It's a night owl.
And strange question to ask you, apart, man. What is your favorite genre of music? Soca, soul, funk, classical? Which one of those? You calypso. Which one you jump to?
Well, I don't jump to the calypso. I like all.
You like all?
But I don't jump to the calypso because that's my work. Panorama is my work and it's calypso. I like calypso on the whole.
Yeah. And do any other types of music feature in your arrangements?
Well, sometimes you're playing a little Chinese jazz. I remember a Panorama tune I did in New York. I put in a little jazz piece and it's straight to take away from the calypso and para jazz. And I was surprised to see how the people responded.
Yeah. It's nice, man. So BJ, what is something about you that people would be surprised at?
People surprised at me when I say it's what the BJ stands for. Right? And I just give them all kind of answer. But really and truly, it's big jumper. I used to play basketball. I wasn't this size. You understand? I was a real skinny man. Right? So, the surprise, you just play basketball? I say, yeah. Some of them feel it's only pan as a basketball player. Bad with the shots and them 3-pointers. They used to call me Poison 2 in St. John.
Nice one. Well, BJ, big jumper.
Big jumper.
Yes, I guess it's expected that I would ask you how you got into pan and arranging and at what age?
Alright, well, I really started arranging at 7 years old, right? How I get into pan, my 2 big brothers, they used to play with flamingos on the hill, because my mother from St. John, I ended up in Lambert, a Lambert man through my father, so moved down to Lambert. Not my brothers and them. Them was always living up here still with my grandmother, which is flamingos. So them always used to be in pan and playing pan, and my mother, I remember like carnival time, mother crying with to see mass because really mass and to carry, them little basket where they used to have how to call it, bamboo basket.
Right.
Full with Morby and sorrel and all kind of thing and cake and thing, and we understand waiting to see when flamingos coming down to go and give my brother them sweet bread and cake and juice and thing. But my brother will really start the pan, which is Tyrone Marcelle.
Right.
He died, he will bring the band in Labre. That's how it have Labre Nightingale, point on Nightingales. He started the band. But my brother was the arranger, which is Terrance Marcelle.
Right.
He was the arranger, so I grew up amongst them, with the pan.
Right, and get into the arranging.
Yeah, get into the arranging too, as a real youth man.
So as they say, pan in your blood. Now, you have 7 wins in the small band category with, I hope I'm getting these numbers right, with Arima Golden Symphony, 5 in the single band with Arima All-Stars.
Right.
And now 1 in the large band with Exodus.
Right.
How did that large band win feel, and how does it compare to all the other wins?
Boy, I mean to say, them wins and them was good. The first set I win with was that, but very nice. And then with Gold and Symphony, which Gold and Symphony now, that is a band I formed. That is my band that I put out wherever money I'm formed that. So that them win was real nice. But I always tell people, it come like the basketball. If you don't have a ring, I just call it a ring. The championship. The champion, the big band championship. If you don't have that, you understand? The rest of them just come, but not as this one. So this feeling was good to know I got it with all them years and knocking on the door.
Nice, nice. Well, you knock on that door and I think that door gonna stay open for you, eh?
Well, I hope so.
Nice. So this year's tune of choice for Exodus was Voices 2 One Way. I mean, I think it's a masterful pick, you know? What other songs did the band look at and what do you look for in picking a tune of choice? You know, what gave 2 One Way the edge?
Well, 2 One Way was the edge, you know. The song I like it was Dotish or Kokoti. From the time I hear Kokoti, I say I like that song.
Right.
Dotish, I don't really like them two songs. Bad.
Right.
And then had this guy, when I grew with him,
Right.
Shaquille Flogo Fox.
Right.
Right, I gave him my first break in Panorama and thing. He said, BJ, if you take this tune, you're going to win Panorama, boy. That's so he tell me. I said, take what tune I win Panorama, boy. I said, send it for me. He sent it for me. And Can't Call This, which is the drill, I sent that tune for me and he said, BJ, I like this tune. Right. You understand? So the band do all them tunes I like. And a night we in the yard and they put on the 2 One Way and everybody jumping up in the air and like it's carnival going on. Right? So then I said, well, if that is the band vibes, we go with that. But it was not tune I would have choose.
Right. I'm sure you don't regret it now.
Nah, I regret it right now because, you know, sometimes when a band choose a tune for it, more hard than you choose a song. Because me, from the time I hear a song, I don't see a mind, I don't see what I could do with it. Okay. But when you give me a song, you know, it's a little difficult to work.
Right. You know, let me talk a little bit about challenges as an arranger and so on. What is a piece of music that you arranged that truly challenged you creatively and why?
It's 2 One Way challenge. 2 One Way was one of the piece of the music that challenged me. I used to have some challenge to in Tobago with Cats and Diamonds.
Right.
Because they picked the songs. So this 2 One Way was challenging because, as I say, from the time I pick a song, I just see what I can do with this song. And most of the time I say, look, God, is me and you going down in the yard here tonight. Right? Because I can't stay home and work out. That can't happen to me. I just had to come in the yard amongst people, a little group, and do my things and things start to flow.
You get feedback off of them.
Yeah.
You know, right.
And then the 2 One Way, we start going down with it. And I will get up in the morning, you know, Sion Gomez is my good friend. I will call Sion. I say, boy, this too challenging me, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Say, BJ, well, just work with it, man, and things will come to you. Call me the same little partner, Shaquille Flogo, for this too challenging me. And then my lady home, like my wife, which Carlene, which will be telling me, boy, she go be the whole day. Sometimes I get vexed, whole day. Listen this music, listen that. You understand? Whole day she did with me with that, you know.
Right.
I trying to sleep. BJ, hear this? BJ, wake up yet? Hear this classical ending. Hear this piece. Hear this. You understand? So she's one too that be pushing me, you know, with something that, you know, let me say I get problems with.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So 2 One Way challenge you, but
Yeah.
you know, I think the stretch was good.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, the result speaks, and I had two good people with me. Can't call it sample. There was 2 good people, you know, working with I just put on the music because some people just feel Lucas can't do the music, Lucas Pillam do the music. Like just yesterday about some man in town. The show is you do all that music. I said, what you talking about?
Right.
I just put on all the arrangement. Pillam might come and say, BJ, think a Christian could go there. Can't go come and say to BJ, feel like a Christian could go there or some kind of thing. And I opened them and I said, yes, let me try. If the Christian no work, we leave it. If it don't work, I said, nah, I don't like that. Leave it our way.
Right.
So that's how it is.